Also, another thing I noticed, when I'm done here, we can come over here and actually edit the work that's displayed. So we can go into settings and we can remove this image. We can upload an image. Maybe I want to bring in that collage in again here. Change the title of it, like all in design. And then maybe change this to all in design or something like that. It's taking a bit for that to upload, but then we can SEO it. All in design for MSU Northern. Design done for MSU Northern in Haver. MT for the all in t-shirt or something, and that'll come up. You can see that that's what it's going to look like when people search for all in design. It would help them find it on my site this way. So we want to use keywords, those kinds of things. Haver, Montana, MSU Northern, design. Make sure we use the all in because that's what it is. Social image, this is what we put in there before, but I think that that's pretty good. So we can save that. It should update. Let's see. That's the work page. Why did that change? Didn't want to work with my thing here. So the thumbnail image didn't really update, I don't think. Try again. Maybe it's too big. I might need to size it down. I just re-uploaded it and it did actually end up working. So, and that's how you would edit these different things here. So, you can remove this, upload other images that you've done. Let's see. Maybe we'll just find something that I did. This isn't the best thing I've ever done, but oh, counting coup, I could do that one. Upload this. That one is a lot smaller, I think, so it should go a little bit better, but counting coup poster. And the URL slug is what's going to show up in the URL, basically. So when you're on your site, it's going to be like, marywarddesigns.com/work/county coup poster. And then you go into the SEO on each of these and putting counting coup poster for MSU Northern event. Maybe I'll make this live music event in Haver, MT, something like that. So definitely do the SEO on these, and then it'll take you to that page, and you'll have to edit it. And I can edit this with, and just change out the background image to be the counting coup poster. So I'm going to move my window so you can see what I'm doing. Replace, upload file. I'll go back to the counting coup PNG that I had. It might not work very well in this instance, but I can always edit it and then bring it in. And right now it's on full bleed, but we could do an inset if that looks better. It's just going to take a while to load. So I was able to load in that image. I'm kind of going to move this white dot up just to kind of... It's not working great for this particular format. If I want to go in here, I can try to make this as tall as I can to include as much as the image as possible, but definitely one of the things about this particular template is that you will have to kind of use images that work well in the space that you have. And that means maybe that you might have to crop it in certain ways, even in Photoshop first and then bring it in. But obviously for the sake of this video, I'm not going to go through quite that process. But then I can really do a good job on each one of my works pages of like you know, and then I could start, you know, editing this text. Like, okay, and then I can, you know, I could even go to their website and like find some text about Counting Coup, and then, you know, just add in more information, maybe add in a few more images of the design that I made in different formats. You know, you can change the columns, you can change the spacing, captions, and you can do animations. It's on fading right now. You can turn on Lightbox, which means that if you click on it, it gets bigger and shows it at full size, which might actually not be a bad idea. So, you know, go through and edit your pages that came with your site, obviously. Let's just say I'm done there with this particular Counting Coup image. For some reason that did not upload my image here, so I'm going to try again. Okay, so that time it's looking like it, let me move my box. It's looking like it worked. So, well, we'll see if it worked, because I want this little thumbnail to show up over here. Okay, great. And when that happens, that's good. And then obviously when you go in here, you can edit the page itself to add just more information about your work, that particular piece that you made. And you can just do that. I want at least 8 pieces in here on your works page. If you are doing a portfolio website, I would say at least 8 images. And so if we go back to the work page, you can see that these two are at least updated. And you can see when you hover over it, it does include the image, and you can click on that and it takes you to that page that we were just on, where you can put in more information about your design. And it's a good idea to bring your design into like Photoshop, put it on top of a colored background like they did here, and then edit and then export out like a JPEG and bring that in so that you get different shots. You know, you might not have as many because this isn't actually a book, so they had different pages that they could show. But anyway, that's kind of how you would change the work page. Contact page, you know, is pretty straightforward. You can change the image here. And so let's work together. Most of this, actually the contact form looks like it's pretty much ready to go. But I do want there to be a contact form somewhere on your page. And it should send to the email that you set up, basically, with your for your Squarespace account, basically. Oops, sorry. I was trying to show you, you can edit the footer here, so let's go to edit. You can edit the text here, edit the text here. You can add fields to your form, obviously. Text button, forms, different things. But actually I want to edit the footer because I actually want to delete this made with Squarespace. Just so that it doesn't look quite so generic. Hopefully that will work. We'll see. So that did work. It did get rid of the, you know, made with Squarespace text. You can just delete it. And you do get a free trial when you sign up. It's 14 days long. So you definitely want to get this done within the 14-day time frame. I want you to go through each page too and really edit these links. We can go over possibly the error page later. I'm not going to do that in this video, but basically pages design are pretty much the main areas that you're going to be working in. I'm not really expecting a commerce site necessarily unless you're really wanting to add that. It's up to you whether you want to go into marketing or scheduling. Analytics are always interesting once you launch your site to see who's visiting your site, which pages are the most popular pages, how long are people staying on your site, before they click away, certain things like that you can find from the analytics. Settings, I believe this might be maybe where you get your domains hooked up. I will add in an extra video in there showing you how to actually buy your site, basically, so you can launch it live, have a domain for it, those kinds of things. I will include that in the content area as well, but pretty much the pages and the design are where you're going to start off with, and getting all your pages made, getting the correct pages made, designing each page, making sure it looks good on mobile and desktop, making sure you have a contact form, making sure you have a work page or at least some sort of gallery for your work if you're doing your portfolio site in here, which actually I really do suggest that you do your portfolio site in Squarespace. I think most students that I've worked with in the past have liked Squarespace quite a bit, so I think it's worth putting your work in here and really considering this your kind of like online resume pretty much. So I'm going to end these videos here. I don't think I can do too many more, but I think I went over a lot of what you're going to be doing with this site, and I just want to make sure that you guys edit the header, edit the footer, make sure it looks good on desktop, mobile, make sure you have a contact form, make sure you have a decent display of your artwork, and that all the text and everything is updated and that it's really thoroughly done, and hook up your social sites to the icons and just really get it looking the way that it should look, and just be thorough about it. So anyway, we'll talk to you soon.